Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? I hope your week is going great. Time to celebrate. Tactics 3000 on chess.com. We arrived 3000 in the last stream, so today not sure what are we going to do. I think I'm going to do tactics as usual, and then I will maybe analyze some tactics, and then maybe in 2 hours we'll get 5 new tactics on chess.com. Not entirely sure. Anyway, I think no one's here yet in the chat. But okay, I will get starting. I'll try to improve my layout a bit. So let's go to Puzzle Rush. See if the board doesn't change. Okay. And I'm going to try and make my face a bit bigger. How about this? There you go. Hey, Bobby. What's up? Okay, let's warm up with Puzzle Rush. Is it a special stream? Maybe. Give me a second. It's Puzzle Rush time. I'll be back in here. Okay. I'll be back in 5 minutes, ready for answering the chat. Whoa. Almost slipped there. What am I thinking? Something better? No, that's but that's good enough. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Is something better? I don't see anything better than this. Should I take everything? Or do I have something better? Well, I can... Yeah, okay, whatever. That's interesting. White to move. Is that a free piece? Hey Sakuho, chess.lol. Can I promote or am I checkmated? Or, I mean, what's wrong with this? White to move. Check, check. I mean, black has no checks. Do I have something better? Still no checks. Sorry. I was struggling with this one. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yesterday I took a cold. Oh, Queen G1. I only thought, oh no, there was, I don't know what I missed there. Yeah, I'm a bit sick. I'm sorry. How to do this? I'm tempted to go rook g7 here. Oh, okay, time is over. Sorry. Sorry, get better soon. Thank you, Sakuho. No, yesterday I was under the rain for too much longer, and yeah, I'm a bit sick today, but I'll be better. I'm just sneezing all day. Okay, so this was the warm-up. About the special stream. We're here to celebrate our 3000. So my plan for today is first do the 5 tactics as usual. Next, I might try, I'm not sure yet, but I might try what I said the other day of analyzing tactics, analyzing the puzzles I failed and why did I fail them. And then I think in 2 hours, more or less, I will get 5 more puzzles on chess.com, maybe, probably. Get those asteroid nasal sprays, boy. It's just a cold. I'll be fine. So let's go with the tactics. Analyzing is like reviewing the tactic. More or less. I want to take the tactics I failed lately, including the ones I will fail today. Hopefully none. And try to analyze it, yes, as if I was analyzing a game, but just that part of the game where I failed a tactic. Hey Castlebit, welcome. Where are my... I'm trying to find my tissues. Give me a second. Sorry. I'm sorry if I sneeze a lot today. Sakuho, why are you banning Castlebit? That's not a warm welcome. Sorry, guys. Doesn't work. I have tried before, shitty mod. Well, be careful, Castlebit, because Sakuho is a mod, so if he wanted, he could actually ban you, but he will not. Okay, let's time for some tactics, guys. Let's go. Okay. I don't ban people. I know. Okay. So last move is discovering an attack on our rook on e1. So we don't have time for some stupid ideas like knight h5, which I don't know why my mind was considering. But we have time for something like bishop f4, maybe not. It's just a piece we're losing. We don't have time to take this knight, I guess. Lord Sakuho banned Knightbot. Okay, I'm really tempted to move this bishop here. But we could also trade here first, because then we will have ways to block. So what's about that? Just take, and take the free knight. What do you think about that? Is there a problem? I don't see a problem. Trading rooks and take the knight. What can the problem be? Bishop takes g3, pawn takes g3, queen takes g3. Is that the problem? What am I saying? My queen defends d3. So rook takes rook, pawn takes knight. We're a piece up. So, I mean, rook takes rook can only be answered with rook takes rook. So it's not that he has any other option. Sack the king and go for an attack. Well, that's an option. Hey guys, what am I missing? Rook takes rook, pawn takes knight. What are you saying? Just take the knight. Play king h2, king safety first. King h2. Okay, I'll try to play king h2. I tried, Sakuho, but it wouldn't allow me. I guess I have to take the rook and take the knight, but I'm trying to discover what if there's something wrong with that. It's the first puzzle. Stupidluck.com, yeah, they wouldn't allow me to play king h2. Stupid. Okay, he's active. Yeah, bishop on h4, rook on e8, queen on d6, but rook e1 check. Maybe the puzzle continues with rook e1 check, knight f1, and some bishop g5 maybe. Just play it. Come on, Bobby, stop being like that. You're always trying to rush me, and then I fail the puzzles. So rook takes, pawn takes knight, rook e1 check, knight f1. No, king h2. King h2, yeah. After rook e1, king h2, I think. Checks. Can black try to trade first on g3? It's not worth, is it? Well, it might be. It might be an idea for black. What I'm thinking is after rook takes, pawn takes knight, bishop takes g3. And if I take with the queen, for example, he trades queens, goes rook e1 check. I thought his d4 pawn would be dangerous, but I think it's not. I have king f2 there. So rook e1 check is first. Rook e1 check first, king h2, bishop takes g3 check. And I probably have to take with the pawn. Yeah. Exactly, I have to take with the pawn. There's nothing to calculate. Bobby, get out of here, please. I'm serious. I'm serious. Next time I see a comment in the chat like "there's nothing to calculate," I stop streaming. I'm totally serious here. I'm totally serious. No, yes. I have to. I mean, I'm sorry because I'm at the end of my day, so I'm too tired to cope with these shitty comments that get me angry. So I either stop streaming or I ban you. But I cannot stand it. I want to do tactics. I want to solve them. I want to consider my opponent's moves. Please, it's not that complicated. Rook takes e8, rook takes e8, pawn takes knight, rook e1 check, king h2, bishop takes g3 check. And I think I have to take with the pawn. If I take with the queen, he trades queens and goes d3, and I'm not winning, actually I'm losing. So I think that is an important line to calculate. Even if the puzzle stops after rook e8 and pawn takes knight. One check, bishop g3, pawn takes g3, then queen f6. Is not useful. Okay. Yeah, we should be fine there. Well, I have two options here. The one I calculated was king h2, but I also have knight f1. So king h2, bishop takes, I have to take with pawn. Knight f1 seems suspicious to me, but still let's calculate it. It feels wrong, but what could possibly be the problem? Is queen f6 a problem? I don't think so. Is bishop g5 a problem? I don't think so. MT Leary, thanks for the follow. So one of the two moves is wrong, and I still don't know which one is wrong. I thought after king h2, bishop takes, I cannot take with the queen. Well, I'm mostly sure about it. But maybe I also have a problem if I take with the pawn, in which case I should play knight f1 instead. Or maybe there's a problem with knight f1. One of the two lines has to have a problem. Which one? We're a piece up, but let's see. So king h2, bishop takes g3, pawn takes g3. Queen e6 maybe. Knight 1 looks better, but calculations are hard. I don't know. There's no way the queen lands on f2, is it? Maybe there is. Queen f6? Nah, bishop f. Queen d2, queen f1. Okay, maybe that's a problem. So I'm thinking after king h2, bishop g3, pawn g3, queen f6 might be interesting, threatening queen f2. And there's no issue queen f2 with the idea queen g1, queen h1, h6, stuff like that. Then rook f1, blah blah blah. And the idea is my queen can go to f3, yeah. Queen f3, queen takes f3, pawn takes f3, d3 again. So that's scary. And if I don't have queen f3, it's really hard to stop queen f2 without allowing queen f1. So that might be a problem. That seems complicated to save. So that would suggest knight f1 is required here. Knight f1, I'm concerned about this pawn, but I guess there's no problem. Queen f6, just g3. Yeah. So I think just to be sure that this loses. King h2, bishop takes g3. If I take with the queen and he takes, no matter if I take with pawn or with king, he's gonna play d3 and we're in deep trouble. So after king h2, bishop takes, I have to take with pawn. Then I think queen f6 might be really tough to meet. Oh, although I have bishop g5. Okay, if I have bishop g5, then queen f6 is not a good move for black. Yeah, I have bishop g5. So queen f6 is not a good move. Aha. So back to considering this line. Hello, Norwegian chess giant. If the queen is in a dark square, we're gonna have that discovered trick. But I don't see any useful light square for, well, maybe queen e6. Maybe queen e6. Because if he takes here, we have a problem. Okay. Queen e6, I don't see any major problem. We can play bishop b2 maybe. We can play queen f3 maybe. I don't know. Yeah, there's no big issue. So I'm back to thinking that king h2 is playable. You see the problem with h2? Tell me, Sakuho, because I was about to consider calculating knight f1 to try and find a problem. Norwegian chess giant is great. Just got back from work and right now working on a new layout for streams. Cool. So king h2, bishop takes, f takes, and then g5, clearing h6. That's a good finding, Sakuho, because we don't have time to take on g5, and we don't have time to play bishop f4. Yeah, I think you're right, Sakuho. G5 is a problem, a big time problem. Yep. Cool. Cool. Well spotted. That's totally convincing for me. So I'm gonna play knight f1. Yay! That was cool. It was a 2700 puzzle. Let's go for the second one. Oh, nice. This might be a domination problem. Actually, what if queen takes g3? What? In which line, Sakuho? I don't know. Oh, no, that's losing, Sakuho. I told you. If we take with the queen, he trades queens and plays d3. And that's winning for black. d3, we cannot stop the pawn. Because our bishop is pinned on c1. That's why we couldn't take with the queen. It is going to look much slicker and better than previously, even though I like my previous simplistic style. It gives the impression of greatness in my new layout. Cool. And Norwegian as well. Interesting. So rook a2 and rook takes b. What? Yeah, of course, after d3, if you play rook a2, you lose the bishop on c1. And then rook d2 might still stop the promotion, but yeah, if we lose the bishop. Okay, now let's move on to this puzzle where this queen is a bit funny. Because it seems that it doesn't have a lot of squares. Let's point out the squares the queen has. The squares the queen really has. Really, I mean that they don't. For example, this is not available because of a fork. This is not available because of a fork. So let's put only the available squares for the queen. Those. Okay. Okay. I would start with this check. I would start with this check. At least I would calculate first this check. He cannot take with queen. But he can take with king. That's a problem. Maybe that check is stupid after all. But what about this and then the check? I'm so blind. Okay, there and the check, and then am I winning or not? I need to calculate the race. Best case scenario for him is queen takes g4 probably. So after knight check and knight takes g4, he has king takes g4. And then it's a tricky endgame. Might not be winning at all. So maybe I should start with rook f3. I'm not sure. It might be winning. I mean, I need to calculate it. With the king on g4, I might have king d2. Nah, king d2. He has a better way. He has king f4. Okay, so c5. His pawn is very fast. Yeah, it doesn't look good. His pawn is much faster than mine. It's okay. That's plan B. Let's go find a plan A. Rook check. You don't like the endgame's puzzles? Why not, Sakuho? Okay. So king e5, we win the queen. After d4 check, and then, oh, king e4 I missed. Oh yeah, knight f6, we win the queen after king e4. Okay, perfect. And if king goes up, so if king goes here, then rook f6 wins the queen. Now if king e6, knight c7, king d6. There's a bazillion moves to consider. Maybe. I would start with d4 if not for the fact that queen c1 is check. So I'm thinking an interesting starting move would be king b3, avoiding all checks. But then I better have a good checkmate idea or something. Another way is to start with rook e3, but I don't see my threat. Yeah, I'm thinking about ideas to prevent queen c1 check and queen g7 check. Queen g7 check can probably be met with d4 at some point. Rook f3 check, king e5. Oh, king e6. King e6 is better. Yeah, so I don't like rook f3. What if I take the pawn? That removes g7. And I'm still threatening rook h5 idea. But queen c1 check. Okay, let's consider another idea. g4 check. King somewhere. If king takes, rook takes h7, queen c1 check. Again, I don't like it. I've been calculating the rook a5 line. Rook a5? It's a bit not legal. Looks very losing. Which line, man? Oh! That was a mouse leap. I didn't want to play rook f3, but... No. I clicked on the rook previously because I wanted to draw an arrow from the rook to a5, but then on chess.com you cannot draw any arrow as in Lichess, so the arrow was not drawn, but it seems that I had clicked the rook, so the moment I clicked f3 now, it made the move, but okay, whatever. Okay. That was luck. I don't even know why did I click on the f3 square. That was very lucky. Okay, cool. Yeah, rook h5 was very losing. Very losing. Now, ideas. We have rook e3 check. we have another losing variation, probably losing. Actually, so what happens now? It's still a pawn endgame that needs to be calculated. Yeah, actually, that pawn endgame is not so stupid. Right? If he trades twice, seems like a winning pawn endgame that has to be calculated. But maybe he tries for king e5, king e4, so that after all the trades he's already close to g3. So let's calculate that one first. He's I have the tempo, so I play c5 first and then d5. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 moves away from promoting, and he's more than 4. So that would be a winning endgame. Rook f6, king e5, d4, king e4, rook f4. But what if he tries after rook f6, queen takes f6, knight takes, king takes, and then should still win that. I should still win that. But what's the most precise way? King d4. Yeah, that seems completely winning. If he cannot arrange counterplay, we have 2 versus 1 on one side, 1 versus 1 on the other. Worst case scenario, we go to the other against the other pawn. If he's distracted, we're going to promote. If he's not, he's going to allow to take on the h pawn. Yeah, it seems totally winning. I think I'm going to go for that. But this passes, you know, maybe I have a checkmate in 3 and I'm missing it. I don't see it though. Well, I have to go for rook f6 if I don't have anything stronger. I have to do it now. Like any other move would be wasting a tempo. Do I have a checkmate though? After king e4 instead of rook f4, do I have... I don't have a knight check, that's a problem. But maybe I have rook f3 when knight f6 is unstoppable. Ah, he has queen c1 again. Yeah. Yeah, the pawn endgame seems winning. I'm just trying to be sure that we're not missing an obvious checkmate or an obvious way to win the queen. Rook f6, e5, d4, king e4. And the only checkmate is with the... Ah, king d3 then. No, a rook, where is the rook? On f6. And his king is on e4. Oof, what am I saying? Okay, I don't see anything. Let's go for it. So I cannot move the king, and I cannot allow this. So here pretty much rook f4 is the only move. And okay, the puzzle is solved. So maybe after he takes c5 is not the only winning move, but I would bet on that move. Cool. We solved 2. The rating of this puzzle is too high, 3018. King g6 maybe. I mean, he had better attempts. King g4 is knight f6 and rook h3, of course, but king... Oops, okay, whatever, chess.com. King g6, knight f4. King h6, rook h3, king g7. Rook g3 then. Yeah, rook g3. That's cool. Okay. Whoa. I know this one. I mean, was this last week? Last week I was practicing rook versus pawn. So now let's do it well. I think king f4 is the move here. But maybe this is yeah, I don't have any other good move, I think. So king f4, g6, king g5. King g5 is the precise move. And although I could also go king f5. Okay, the first move is king f4. I think I can go king f5 and probably after g6, king f5, king f7. That's a draw. So I really need to go king g5. I really need to go king g5. So let's do the first two moves. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. No way. I've seen this. I've seen this. Oh, I'm so stupid. Really? Really? Are you kidding me? Rook c8. This is why I should study more. Oh, fuck. I'm so embarrassed to have failed this one. I literally had the same exact position. Okay, change color, white for black. King g8 and the end, how do you win? Oh, in many ways. Now king g8, the only thing you shouldn't do is rook f7. Rook f7 is a draw. But any other move wins. For example, rook b1. Rook b1, king h8, rook h1 check, king g8, rook h7. But rook f7 is the only move not to do. Yeah, because then it would be a draw. But yeah, rook b1 or rook a1 or yeah. Shit, that's so embarrassing. Let's move on. Okay. Well, what a position. Hello, okay. What is up? Hey, our rating is 3,000. We still keep the 3,000. Cool. let's not have more mistakes. Knight takes c2 might be a threat, right? So since black is threatening checkmating 1, Bishop b5 check is going to be my first option to calculate. Bishop b5 check, king e7, I guess. Queen c5 check, rook d6, queen e5 check. So I guess maybe after king e7, queen c5 check, maybe king e6. Wow, this position is so messy. We're a lot of material down, aren't we? Like we're rook and 2 pieces down. So again, bishop b5 check, king e7. Oh, there's also knight d5 check, knight takes d5. No. Bishop b5 check, king e7. Queen c7 check also. Queen c7 check is a good check, isn't it? Because then king e6, bishop c4 check. Let's say king f6, queen f4 check, king e7, queen e5 check, mate. That would be checkmate. So bishop b5 check and queen c7 check. It's interesting. He can give up some material, but I don't think it changes much. After bishop b5 check, knight c6, it changes a bit, but I guess we check with queen instead of bishop to keep the bishop on b5, and then we have the same tricks. So bishop b5 check, king e7, queen c7 check, king e6, bishop c4 check. If he goes to f6, it's checkmate in 2. So knight d5. Then we take with pawn or not. That position is key. After knight d5. Okay, the knight would no longer, black would no longer have any threat, so we probably can go knight takes d5 to keep all the checkmate threats, as well as knight f4 winning queen, so, or knight e3. So I think that's it. Bishop e5 check, king e7, queen c7 check. He can give the rook there on d7, but I guess we're fine because we're gonna always have the same checkmate threats. There's no way the king escapes, or as long as the king goes this way, there's no way any piece can block. Oh, there's bishop f5. I missed bishop f5. Queen takes f5. What am I saying? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go for it. I'm so scared to mouse leap now after what I did in the previous puzzle. Why? I don't get it. Oh, I thought it was queen e5 checkmate, but there's king d7 and bishop b5 check, knight c6. Oh shoot, I'm so blind. I was so unfortunate. So queen c4 check, king f6. I mean, there are not a lot of checks here. If I don't do the check on c4, I better defend c2 or keep checking. Is taking the rook a possibility? I'm still a lot of material down, but I feel these pieces are not very useful, and I will still have threats. So maybe just taking the rook, knight takes c2, king d2, and sort of everything is defended. Well, I'm gonna try because I already failed, so yeah, okay. Terrible, terrible. Okay, last one. We have 3 points to recover. Queen h5. Queen h5 check. King e7, pawn takes e5. Then d5. I take en passant with check, and he has to take with king to avoid the checkmate. Easy one. Yeah, it's obviously winning, but I need to find the precise move order. Queen h5 check, king e7, pawn takes pawn, d5. I take en passant, he has to take with king. Hey Jim. But then I have bishop f4 probably. Yeah, it's easy one. Okay, I know you're here. I know you weren't here before when Bobby committed the same mistake, but guys, I'm gonna start adding rules to the chat when I do tactics. I don't like, actually I hate when people comes in the chat saying, oh, this is easy, oh, why do you calculate, oh, stop calculating, Pepe, this is so easy. I cannot stand that, so so guys, please relax, chill, and if you keep like that, I stop streaming, just or I ban you all. I mean, I want to have a nice tactics session and calculate everything before I do the first move, as I usually do. He can take with queen on d6. That is right, Bobby. That is right. That discards taking en passant. But then if I cannot take en passant, I might take back my previous move. So queen h5 check, king e7. If I go queen f7, king d6, queen d5, king e7, and then I take on e5, maybe that's a better way. Queen f7, queen d5, and then pawn takes e5. I'm still threatening checkmate on f7, but and he still has no knight g5. Knight d6, I guess I take it and then I checkmate. So maybe it's that. Queen h5, queen f7, queen d5, and then pawn takes pawn. How could black stop the checkmate? Queen e7. I take the knight on e4, d5 I take it. Probably means I'm a piece down in the starting position. So I have to be careful with finding a line that only wins a piece back. Queen h5, king e7, queen s7, da 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 da. Then pawn takes pawn, The king is on e7. Why am I even saying queen e7? The king is on e7, so after pawn takes pawn, he has queen e8 to stop the checkmate. And then if I take the knight, I'm not sure that's enough. It seems good, don't get me wrong. Seems good. We would be a pawn up and in a good position, but check, 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 takes, check. Check. Maybe with after queen f7, king d6, I have something better. Maybe. Some crazy idea like bishop f4, queen h5, king e7, queen f7, king d6, d takes e5. Why there? Knight takes queen d5, king e7. Ah, knight take both knights. Oh, that's a good point. If he, instead of knight takes e5, he plays king c5, we have checkmate in 2. And if he plays king takes e5, we have checkmate in 1. So yeah, you might be right there. Check, check, take with check, knight takes e5, more or less forced, queen d5, then we don't take both knights. We don't take both knights, we checkmate. Queen takes e5 would be checkmate. So I think that line leads to checkmating every line. Let me just be sure. Queen h5, king e7, queen f7, queen d6. So far all forced. Now pawn takes pawn. He has 3 options. King takes e5, bishop f4 is checkmate. King c5, we have queen d5, queen b5, which is checkmate. And knight takes e5, queen d5 check, king e7 only move, queen takes e5 checkmate. So yeah, it's all checkmate. Well spotted. Oh, of course, g6. But I think everything works the same now. I think everything still works the same. We go for the checkmate with queen f7. Everything works exactly the same. Yeah, queen takes e5 in the end is still checkmate. And this is checkmate. Cool. Only 1 point. No, we lost the 3000. Terrible. Queen h5, if g6, queen takes g6, king e7, queen f7, king e6, queen e6, queen 6, queen d5 you meant. King c5, queen e5, and then queen b6. Okay, Lassox, thanks for the line. I do slow tactics myself, so when I was saying easy, I was just miscalculating. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Just, I mean, I don't want to throw it at you. Just, I'm annoying. I'm annoyed that, you know, when everyone says the same, I'm like, come on. I mean, the purpose of this, I could do this better without streaming. So I just want people to be in the same page I am. Okay, I don't think I can do more now. Yep. But probably in 1 hour I could be able to do 5 more, I think. I'm not entirely sure. So what am I gonna do now is try to analyze tactics. So we failed 2 today. I failed 2. So it's good because I have material. There is a limit. Yes, there is a limit. But where there are no limits is on Lichess, as you know. So let's go to Lichess. And for this celebration stream, I'm going to analyze some tactics. Roar. So tools, analysis board. Sorry guys, I'm back to sneezing. So first one we failed, this one. Can I click on it and see it? Thanks, Jim. I'm sorry, it's very likely that I'm sneezing a lot tonight. Okay, this one. Let's try to tools, board editor. And okay, we have this, okay, bishop here, knight here, queen is over somewhere on c8. I did a 4.5-hour tactics stream on Chess Variants training about 10 days ago. Cool, okay. That's cool. There's a knight here, I'm sure. This is here, I'm sure too. And something is blocking that rook. Another bishop, of course. And okay, the position starts here, the puzzle, with white to move, yeah. White to play. Analysis board, study. Let's do a study. Maybe I can collect my tactics analysis. New study, of course. Oh, that screen was cool by Lichess. Hellard's Kirsch, what is up? Tactics analysis, what a concept. No computer analysis, no opening explorer, start. Okay. So the solution was check, and queen takes rook, which is very easy once you see it. Now, why did I fail? Well, I failed. I think someone pointed it out. I rushed it a bit. I don't know how much time did I spend on this one, but it was too little, I think. So that's already one problem. What is your tactics rating? Well, on chess.com, we're just in 2998, almost 3000. Probably we can achieve 3000 again very soon. Okay, so after king e6, the problem is I miscalculated bishop c4. I thought bishop c4 was winning for a total blindness, thinking that this was checkmate, because d7 was forbidden a moment ago, but it's of course available now, and that's a problem. That's a total miscalculation, because now I don't think we're winning. Maybe even this move. Yeah, and we don't have more checks. That's unfortunate. I was wondering about queen c5 instead of queen c7. Yes, queen c5 was the first one I calculated. If I remember correctly, I told it. I said queen c5 check king e6. But all the good squares to check with queen now are covered. And my idea with queen c7 was not to hit the rook, although that's always nice, but to somehow trap the king a bit better than with queen c5. Great master, I'm privileged to be viewing your stream. Thanks for being here. I'm not a title player, I'm not so strong, but I count on the help of the chat for the tactics. So, well, in this case, yeah, it was just a miscalculation. Bishop c4. That is terrible. That is terrible. I should have spent a bit more time. I thought it was winning in every line, and it's not. Which is amazing. I mean, it's amazing that here black is not losing. There's not a lot to analyze here, right? As funny as it is, this position black still has a material advantage, but white has everything defended, and black has everything terrible. So yeah, that's funny. Knight has to go back if he does that, and we still have all the threats in the position, all the trumps. Lichess Ledger has some interesting puzzles. Lichess Ledger. Okay, let's see. The other one I failed, that was more embarrassing. The one I failed because I knew it. It's just endgame knowledge that I failed to remember. And that is terrible. That is totally terrible. Because I actually know what to do against a knight pawn, but I did it the wrong way. So, okay, let's add a new chapter with that position. Empty board. Black is the one trying to promote. Oh, the board is reversed. Okay, let's do it from. How do I reverse here? Orientation black. There we go. So white is trying to promote now. And we have. Oopsie. No, not that. Not that. This. So this is the position, right? Yeah, with black to play. A bit out of topic. If you want to check an interesting endgame that includes one game to win, check the Nakamura Kariakin that was played an hour ago. Oh, interesting. Lord Scourge, thanks for the follow. Can I access your studies? Well, if you go to my profile, I have a lot of public studies. This one, I'm still not publishing it. Because I'm still not sure if this is good material or not. What is that? Okay. 5 puzzles. Only chess? Yes, only chess. Only chess. I was meaning, yeah. Okay, this is a tricky one because sometimes when you're facing a pawn with a rook, you are too scared to lose tempi. But here you have to lose this tempo with the rook. So the solution is this one, rook c8. Then not this, but this, right? I'm confused now. The solution was yeah, exactly. And he did this, which is not very good. Okay, the puzzle stopped here, but someone asked what happens after king g8. Now, for example, this move wins. The only move you shouldn't play here is rook f7, where king h8 is a draw. But yeah, rook b1, we're threatening checkmate. If king here, obviously we do that check and win, so this could be a better attempt than rook check here, rook here. That's one way to win. There are others, I think. For example, in this position, what's the best way here? There's this move too. Not sure that's the best. No, that's not the best. Okay, never mind. Delete that. So why did I fail this puzzle? Because I was worried. I was worried because in general in these endgames you should move the rook last, and the endgame is a king race mostly, and only in the precise moments you play the rook. Okay, this was the precise moment to play rook c8 and keep the king on the b and a lines. That's what allows. That's the same reason why here we play this and not this, and that's what allows this type of check, forcing the king in front of the pawn, which would not be available with the king on the c line. So for example, the move I tried first was a bad one, because here white would play this, I think, and now this is tricky. Look at, okay. This is losing for white, and that was the problem, that I calculated this line. Let me delete from here. After king f4, I think white has to play king f6. I think that's the only move. Actually, to be 100% sure of this analysis, I'm going to open table base, which is here. I think king f6 is the only move here. g6 doesn't win. Let me see if I'm right. Yeah, king f6 is the only move to draw. And that was the problem, that here when I calculated this, I only considered this. And I thought, now the precise move is not this, which would be a draw, but this. And that analysis was correct by me, but just the problem was the previous. I didn't consider king f6 after. I didn't consider king f6 here. Oh, I'm the worst. King f6 is a draw. And let's show, I think I showed this already in an endgame session. This is a draw because of the under promotion trick. Knight, and this is a draw. So king f6 exclamation mark. And of course g6, king g5 is winning, and it's winning because we're in time to play rook f1, not rook c8. I think we said rook c8 several times. It's rook f1. The board is the other way. Now this is the only move not to lose the pawn, but it loses the pawn. So yeah, and also after this is the way to go. This would be a draw again because of king f7. Same pattern. Sorry. Oh boy, this is so embarrassing. But I remember this is tricky. This is a tricky endgame. This is one if you know, you should be able to perform it right. If you don't know, you can commit the mistake I committed. So I guess I have to study more. Yeah, and here, of course, white is not forced to go to the A line. White could try this to the H line, sorry. But thanks to a rook, what white cannot do is king f7. So let's say he tries king g8. We can still go king f5. Now it's a good time to go there. And you may say, oh, but now he has king f7, right? But this is check, and that's important because then again we have this. as long as the pawn is not on the 7th rank, we have this. In the 7th rank, we don't have that. For example, if we try this here, this is a stupid line, but we don't have this. This is a draw now. But any other move wins. Okay, just to point out that idea. But of course, after g7, sorry, promote line. We probably wouldn't go king f6. We would go king g6. And now king h8, only move, rook h1 check here, and rook h7. And we win. So why did I fail this? Let me show the move that I did. I'm gonna do that the main line, or what? Should I keep the main line my mistake, or the main line the good line? I want to save comments. Let's mark this as a horrible blunder. Promote variation, king f4. This is what I did in the puzzle. I was worried to lose a tempo with the rook, but mainly I didn't remember the way to play this endgame, because this is a specific one. The knight pawn, it's different from all the others. It's different from the others. This endgame is hard, yeah, but it's one I should know. Okay, those were my mistakes today, but I had more mistakes, and I had still 38 minutes until I probably get 5 more. So let's see if I can see my mistakes in previous sessions. Where is my profile here? So what you're sharing there, okay, are puzzles? Usually you put rook behind the pawn, so it's quite surprising. No, but actually, yeah, you're right. But you're right. At some point you put rook behind the pawn. We still have this position, yeah. But here it doesn't work. I mean, the usual procedure of putting rook behind the pawn and then at some point taking the pawn could lead to a stalemate in this case. For example, let's say we try, I mean, he goes here, so it's not even the same method now. We cannot outflank unless we do something like this. Okay. And at some point we cannot take because of the stalemate. Of course, this position is winning because I misplayed with both sides now, but I was trying to say that the technique is not quite the same with a knight pawn than with the rest. Okay, so those are puzzles. Okay, that's nice. Maybe we can switch to doing those puzzles instead of analyzing the ones I failed on chess.com, which should be here. It's a puzzle and last move, and then it's your turn. Look at this one. The other day I failed. I failed a puzzle after 26 minutes of thought, and I remember this puzzle. And yeah, I remember I failed to see the last move, which was a checkmating one. That was terrible. Okay, I don't know what to do. Okay, let's pick your puzzles before they're gone. I'm gonna add them at the end, and then I might find a better. I don't want to disrupt your momentum. No, I don't really have a momentum right now, so it's okay. Let's see. So I copy the fan code. I think in a tactics stream session, doing oopsie, that's not the way to that's not the place to paste it. Yeah, in a tactics stream, it makes sense to solve some puzzles, right? So puzzle. Orientation, I don't know. Let's put white. I don't know. It's white to move. That's good. So last move was c5, c2. Ah, so the puzzle is for black now. Okay. Cool. White went rook c5 to c2, and then yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. Well, we have of course something going on here. So I think knight takes e5 seems more or less the logical move. Queen g3 doesn't seem to work for white. So yeah, it seems we're winning material here. Knight takes e5, attacks queen and rook. There's no easy way to defend both, and also we would take the queen with check. So there's no time for white to take two rooks for the queen, right? Queen g3 we just take, and white has to take before we take on c2. So yeah, this one seems strong. So we take an exchange if white just captures the knight, and I don't know, maybe yeah. Also b2 is hanging. That's a problem. After takes 94, rook takes b2. Ah. Rook b1 is terrible. It might be necessary. Yeah, white has nothing. So takes on b3 with this idea. Got it. Yeah, black is material up. Just trying to find the best way for white to keep in the game. Cool. Let's see the next puzzle. Last move, d1, c2. Copy. I'm assuming that's going to be a white move, d1, c2. So I'm going to orientate for black again. Rook b1 was best. Like, instead of trading, makes sense. Yeah, makes some sense, I guess. Okay. So d1, c2 was the last move. And what do we have here? The queen's still defending this guy, so bishop takes f2 ideas are in the air, but not quite working, although we have a nice e3 fork, right? But there's bishop e4 intermediate move to be careful about. What I mean is bishop takes, rook takes, rook takes. We have to be careful with bishop e4. Of course, this would be nice. Maybe not even winning material. After all, we sacked on f2. but we also need to be careful with this move. So that's probably not working, but the idea is there. What else? Can this bishop do anything more useful than taking on f2? Knight takes f2. Queen d4 ideas. Ah, it's a pity there's e3. There are some queen d4 ideas, meaning this. Queen d4. But the problem is e3 here, I think. And yes, we can take on c4, but not good. Not good enough. I mean, we could take on f2 here, but still I don't think this is that great. Here there's bishop e3 too. And here, I don't know. If he takes the knight is unpre, so there's no time to play bishop e7, but there's this, I don't know. I don't know. Queen d4 and queen takes c4, like immediately, like from this position, queen d4. I don't believe it. Maybe. It's hard to believe. After knight takes f2, there's a better move, I think. Okay. For white, you mean? Or for black? Ah, in the line I was saying. Ah, bishop takes c4, that's queen takes c4 check. For white. Ah, for white. A better move than rook takes? Oh, that's tough. Bishop takes b7? I mean, I can see checkmate. b6. Oh, b6, snap. Yeah, b6. Look at this beauty here. Bishop takes b7, knight h3, checkmate. Ah, no, it's not checkmate. What am I? I have the wrong color bishop. Oof. Yeah, b6. b6 is good. So, poof. Queen d4? Queen d4, e3, queen takes c4. We might take 2 pawns, not just one, but I'm not sure. Also, we're threatening this and this, so I guess this, it's too crazy. No. No. This. We're 2 pawns up, but it seems that he's gonna regain one of them. And of course, none of this was forced. Oh. Okay, what about bishop takes f2, rook takes, bishop takes, what am I saying stupid things all the time saying stupid things, Pep. I don't see this one. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm getting too tired and I still want to solve 5 more puzzles of chess.com later. I'm gonna move on to the next one. I don't see this one. Next one, last move was a7 c5. Copy. a7 c5. Sounds like a black move. Not sure. Yes, it was a black move. So last move was this one. Bishop takes f2. How's that the solution? You gotta give me the line. Okay, bishop takes f2. Rook f2. Let's make this the main line. Knight takes f2. King takes f2. And then f4. Oh, that's... Wow, that's... Wow. Really? So hard to believe. I don't even understand the idea. I don't understand the idea. After g takes f4 or after g4 or even after king g1. Bishop f5. Yeah, but for example, g takes f4, what is the idea? Bishop f5, there's e4 now. Queen h4, there's king g1. b7 still hanging. Poof. This is too deep for me. I don't know how to assess this position. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a tough one. I have no clue what black is supposed to do here. Maybe queen h4, king g1, and rook f6. Rook f6, maybe. Bishop b7. I don't know. Too tough one. Let's see the next one. Okay. A7 c5 was played. Now I think bishop takes knight wins the bishop. It seems. So bishop takes knight. This looks from the same game. This looks from the same game. This knight is hanging though. He can take even with the queen. With the queen or... Yeah, bishop e4. Maybe not precise. And if we take here, he's going to take with queen, right? Ah, no, exactly. Aha. So if he takes with queen, we have bishop e4. And if he takes with knight, we have bishop e3. Aha. So knight takes c5, main line. And what else does he have here? Rook a2, knight takes e6. Rook a2, knight takes e6. Let's put the line. You got it, knight takes c5. Rawr. Okay, cool. Let's see. Next one. Sorry, guys. Last move a5, b7. a5, b7. Let's put from black's perspective. No. Okay. From white's perspective then. Last move a5, b7. Okay. Well, there's this rook takes rook line, 98. Seems a bit annoying. Either white gives the exchange, or we will have a very strong knight on f6. Actually, the queen doesn't have a lot of squares, so either queen e7 or queen b8 if he does not give the exchange. So I'm liking this line. Something like this. And it would be nice to play queen g5, but I'm not sure how slow is queen e3. Maybe this is not such a great line, I don't know. It feels interesting. This knight is terrible on b7. I got it quickly. Is this the idea? I'm still struggling to see how winning is this. It seems okay, but especially because this knight is terrible. 96. Ah, 96 is a nice trick. So maybe queen e3 is very slow. Knight h5 is an idea, but not. Well, I mean, this might be not as bad for us anyway. Queen g5 immediately after knight d6? Oh, actually my idea was to go queen g5, but is this... how bad is this? Oh, it's bad, yeah. It is bad. Yeah, knight d6 doesn't work because this is too bad for black. King g8 is checkmate, and king e8 is losing a queen. Cool, cool. Queen g5. I thought queen g5 was a strong threat, but I didn't see it was actually a checkmate threat with queen h6. So yeah, queen g5 is strong. So queen e3, queen g5 is not so slow. h6 maybe. And then maybe queen f4 to prevent knight e6, or maybe just h4, bishop d3 to keep attacking. But okay, we're analyzing maybe too deeply. Queen f4 hangs the a3 pawn, but I guess it's too risky to take here, right? It feels like I have a strong attack. Even this check, or even this, he has to take with rook to prevent... Ah no, the rook is defended. Oh, wait. 95. When 95, Fischer. Oh, 94 here. Aha, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. And this is a checkmate threat. If not for the checkmate threat, black would play queen f3. But yeah, so queen a3 is very slow, and black has to play something different here. So queen f4. Queen f4 interesting. Or maybe knight g4 after h6 immediately. After h6, knight g4. Ah, there's queen g5. There's queen g5. Okay. So the queen on e7 still prevents knight g4. So after h6, queen f4 maybe. Okay, so some ideas there. I will not check with the engine if that's the best or not, but we found the idea, the trade at 98 to f6. Cool. And I think we have another puzzle. Let me scroll up. Yep. Copy. The last position, I think it's messed up. It's cut, maybe, probably. But this one I have. And last move was a3, a2. So let's go there. Feng. Last move was a3, a2. And it's white to move. And check, and checkmate. Oh, sorry, I froze my computer. I hope stream still on. Yeah, stream is still on. Okay. Okay, this is the easiest puzzle, right? Yay! Oof, a2, what a blunder. Oof, ouch, ouch. Terrible. Look, in this position, black has just to stop the checkmate threat. Like any move that doesn't hang checkmate would be winning, because white is not in time to take on a3. So I don't know, let's say h6 for example, and black is, oof, that was a2, such a terrible blunder. Oof, that's painful. a2. Ah, cool. Thanks for the puzzles. Okay, probably gonna go back to, well, let me check if I don't think I have 5 more puzzles yet, but maybe in 10 minutes I will. But let's check. Let's check if I do. And if I don't, let's go back to analyzing the failed tactics. Let's see. Can I? No. Okay. So one tactic I failed, and I remember it perfectly. So let's put it. The previous one I failed. 11 minutes. War. 11 minutes to go. Okay. Empty board. It's orientation white. Okay, so the tactic in question that I failed was this one. Bishop was on a2. King was here. Knight was here. And if you were not here the other day, like not in the last chess.com session, but in the previous one, then you will enjoy this puzzle. This was a very beautiful puzzle. There was a knight on f8. There was a pawn here. There was a knight defending that, and there was a knight protecting g4 here. Yes. You remember this one, Bobby? Yeah. This is unforgettable. This puzzle is unforgettable. This is the puzzle. This is the position white to play and win. White to play and win, guys. And I know Bobby remembers, but if some of you don't, I will let the position here for a minute while I go do some coffee. I will prepare some coffee, and I'll be back in a minute. I'll let the position there to see whether you solve it. We've spent almost half an hour on this one and finally failed it. Such a shame. Okay, I'll be right back. This is a supplement to your knight versus bishop endgame stream. I've been catching that one up the past couple of days. Oh, cool. Yeah, well, this puzzle is, yeah, good supplement, right? Okay, so the main features of this position are a pawn that is going to promote here. This is an endgame. I know it by heart now. Yeah. A pawn that is promoting here with check, that's very annoying because then there are some checkmates also. We can promote, for sure we will promote as well, because there's a very easy way to promote. We cannot allow knight takes pawn, because then it will be a draw. Like, for example, if we play bishop b3 to stop this guy, it's an immediate draw after knight takes d6. Because with two knights and bishop versus one knight, we cannot win. So this is in the right way. And we found, finally, after some thought, the move knight f3 check, which, by the way, this position I have it fresh in my mind because today at the school I've put this puzzle to my students. I was going to say to my young students. They're 13 and 16 years old, so they're the biggest of the kids. But yeah, they found knight f3 very quickly. That was cool. And now after king c3, I'm gonna show just the line that chess.com played, because there are several ideas here. King c5 was something that we calculated also. After king c3, here we knew the only move would be e7, because, for example, if we take here, again, knight takes e6 is an immediate draw, so we have to play e7, we need to save the pawn. The key point of knight f3 is that now promotion is not a check, so if now black promotes, we taking the knight and defending our knight. That would be two pieces up. An easy endgame because black has only one check left. So here the move for black is knight d7, stopping the promotion with the knight f6 fork idea. That was cool. Now we cannot allow this anymore because we're not going to take the knight anymore. So we need to sack here. And I thought, why would we sacrifice the knight if not for a trick to regain a knight in the end of the line? And yeah, we sort of found the idea, but we failed to see the last move, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. So here, this is interesting. If black takes, we just play king g5 or something that stops king g5, king g6, something that stops knight f6, and we're going to promote. So knight f5. Setting up another fork on g7. So now it's really hard to promote. But